Alright, what's going on everybody? Let me just make sure the stream is working. I've been having some issues because my internet has been crap since the floods in New York, but I think it's better now. So please let me know if my stream is lagging or if no one's watching yet, so I'll keep asking. But anyway, today we are working on a cool little thing that I wanted to make for my Godot QA sessions, which essentially keeps track of any tasks I'm working on and puts it in the top right. And then the idea being that at the end of the stream, it'll automatically make for me all of the, well here, I'll show you, but it'll automatically make for me all of the chapters for YouTube, so that way you can just go and like check out. Like, you know, if you watch any of my streams post live, not on live, right? They will have a chapter list, right, so you can jump to specific portions. So essentially what this is going to do is, well, I can actually run it right now. I think I actually have OBS set up to capture it. So, let's see. No, I don't. And now I do. Okay. So, for instance, I'll make this. Here's the actual app. So if I go on it, it pops up. It might be a little confusing because there's a lot going on right now. The idea is that this will not actually be seen. So this is a full screen, and I'm going to go ahead and put this on my other monitor here. Okay. And then, okay, so good. So let's just go to some desktop. Well, here, this is actually, you know, we'll be in some script or something, right? And then, so you can see it's still kind of there. It's very faint in the corner. And if I go over here in the actual app and go over it, I can go ahead and start streaming. So this will say when the stream has started. And this is just important to note, like when the first landmark is when we start keeping track of stuff that's going down, okay? Oh, that was weird. Just saw that happen. Anyway, so we'll come over here, and then what we can do is I can add a task. So I'll say like make walk animation, and then I'll hit the pause button here, and then I'll add it right here. That's something I got to deal with, is like making sure that this is limited by that. So I want this. I'll probably have this just clip text. That'll be easy to do. So you start, and so when we start, you can see that it marks the start time here, and then it also marks the end time right here. Well, actually, I don't know if you can see my mouse. It says the start time right here, and then the end time right. No, you still can't see my mouse. Start time right there, end time right there. There we go. Okay, cool. But anyway, so then, well, theoretically, oh no, I got a few things I got to work out here. So okay, there we go. Now it's no longer visible. So that's the idea. And then, so right now the point is that you can't really see it right now. I did want it to be a little more visible than that. I wanted you to be able to see the time and whatnot. But yeah, so it's going to be just kind of something that we can use, or that I can use for streaming purposes, which is cool. And then, oh yeah, obviously I'll come back here, and then like when I finish it, I just click off, click completed, and then you can see that it stops. Oh, I guess it didn't. Well, that's something I got to do too. But it should stop, so it has the start time and the end time. So what that'll do is calculate the duration for me, and then the start. And then so at the end of a stream, it'll automatically print out the list of chapters that I just copy and paste, rather than having to watch the whole stream and do it. And it's nice because it kind of shows you what we've gone through on stream, and it tells me how much time I've been streaming for, you know, a rough estimate. So that's cool. But anyway, so I'm going to quit that right now, and then, yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. I'm listening to the chat. Let me know if the quality's bad, because my internet has, okay, it says excellent connection here. So, but let me know if there's any, you know, my voice, you know, the sound's fucked up. I kind of messed up OBS Studio the other day, so when I was messing with this, so let me know. It shouldn't be visible. Oh, that's why. Okay. Okie dokie. So let's fix some of those things that I saw, and then yeah, we'll get into it. So I guess part of the problem is that this is massive, which is actually what we want. If we go to project settings, and then we go to window, okay, I have no stretch mode. Okay, so we want, I guess we'll do 2D stretch, aspect, and then we'll keep aspect. There we go. Okay, so what that will do is it will actually scale it proportionally. So now if I run this, it should scale, yeah, so it keeps it much smaller there up at the top, which is much better. That's much more like kind of what I had expected it to do, which is cool. Okay, so then I should be able to, let's see if I can scale it like this, but I'd like it to scale proportionally. So can I do that with the actual scale button? Let's see. there again. Holy shit, what's happening? Okay. Whoa, dude. I'm actually just gonna go to the scale property. I haven't done this in a while. Right, but does it have a scale property? That's my fear. Yeah, let's see if it doesn't. Go to rect scale, okay. And let's make this, I don't want to double the size here, but let's go 1.5 by 1.5. Okay, that's pretty big, but I think that's better. And obviously we need to go ahead and do a top right. Oh, okay, well, nice. That's not what I want to do. Right in the corner there, and then we'll move it a little bit there. Okay, now if we run it, it's like practically the same size as it was before. But let's go ahead and see if we unhide this. How big is this thing? Let's move this here. What am I doing here? All right, that is definitely more so what I had wanted the size of that to look like. So cool. Yeah, I didn't want it any more bigger, any larger than that. So that's cool. Okay, cool. And then we can move it back a little bit like this, and then we can actually just do this a little bit, and that should scale it perfectly. Again, I'll run it. Okay. Cool, that actually looks really nice. Well, see, okay, so look, this is like exactly what I expected. When it's off, that's how visible I want it to be. But for some reason, it's just not nearly as visible. So this is the actual stream one right here that you see. So like on my screen, I can't see anything. This is super meta. But on my screen, I can't see anything right here, right? That's just on the actual OBS because we're recording that window. Whereas right here, this is like the actual program running. You can see here, I can move the window around, and it shouldn't move around on the actual OBS screen. So anyway, so this looks beautiful. Like if I overlaid this over, like for instance, like this right here, that's exactly what I want. You can see that it says like stream time, but it's not distracting. You know what I mean? You can pretty easily see through that, but it's nice. So I don't know exactly what to do about that. I've got some ideas though. Let me see if anyone's talking in chat. No one has said anything, but that's fine. Okay, so one thing that you can do, so right now as you can see, this is transparent, but the other idea is to, rather than make it transparent, get a green background, and then you just use OBS to see past the green background. It might not do anything here, but let's just try it. So here is that. So this is a color rect that I actually was just doing there for, I don't even need it for what it was there for anymore. We can say full rect here, okay. And then I want it to be in the back, and then we'll change the color to be like a bright neon green. Okay, something just like glaringly out. So let's see. Okay, let's see. Green color. That's not how you spell screen, y'all. Okay, so we'll use that. I don't think it matters, but you know, probably a reason they chose this one. That looks like a usable green, which is weird to me. Like this looks like a green that might appear in something, which I think is kind of defeating the point. But that's fine. It's not like hard to look at. Which is, the feeling was kind of hard to look at. But of course, I can just do this. Say on ready var. Oh no, we can just do this way. Say ready, I'm gonna say here, color rect dot visible. Well, here we're doing sets, so we'll do set underscore visible true, or yes, true. And then what we can do is come here, and then we can make this invisible, so that way I don't have to see it because it looks ugly. And then when I run the game, it will be visible, just like that. Okay, cool. Now, what I would like to do is to figure out how to do that with Unity. Well, here, we'll see. Not Unity, I'm sorry. With OBS Studio. So in OBS Studio, there should be a way. Let's see. Use green screen with
Hi, I'm studying for an old Godot, and in this video, I'm going to
I don't know about you guys, but I only watch videos on 2x speed.
Now, you might see a lot of
Well, that's cool. I mean, I definitely wasn't going back to look at the titties.
Next, you'll want to like yourself. Now, the goal of lighting is happy, and you need to pass
Dude, man.
This is such a popular app, so just move this similarity slider until it's
Okay, here we go.
We'll find a million results. And then we want to add a webcam or cam link to OBS by adding a video capture device like Show. Now, right-click the source you've added, click filters, and then we're going to add a chroma key filter.
Okay, chroma key.
But just move this similarity slider until you're happy.
Cool. All right. So, let's go ahead and run this again to make sure it's actually running here. Okay, so now it actually has it, which is cool. And then I'll make sure I have it connected. Okay, beautiful. And then I'm gonna go to Godot stream. Right click it. Here, maybe I'll put OBS on the actual thing so you can see it. Now it should be super. Let's see what this looks like on YouTube. Oh, you still can't see OBS. Ah, okay. This is so weird. This is like so meta, dude. Okay. So if we take this and go filters and add a chroma key filter. Okay. Uh-oh. Why is that? Oh, wait, is that working? That's honestly worse. Huh. Alrighty then. Ah, that's why it's worse. I see, I see. That is why it is worse. Color spill reduction. Whoa, okay, is that just desaturated though? Yeah, alright. So that one's not going to work. You can't do transparency with that, which is good to know for sure. But that's okay. So anyway, we'll just keep doing it the way I was previously doing it, which is, actually we should probably make sure that chroma key filter is off now. Get rid of that. Yes. Close. And then we will just delete this color rect. Do that. And then run this again. There we go. Okay, so now that should all be fixed. So if I do this, there. Yeah, so that's kind of a bummer that the colors are not true, and it doesn't actually have to do with if this is full screen or not. It doesn't really matter. I could probably. I think there's a way to make this like do full screen automatically, but we'll see. We'll see. Don't need you anymore. Okay. So I guess we should just, kind of mess with the colors until we get something we want. So we'll go to the task manager here. And so the way I essentially have it is that if I hover over the box, then let's actually, I think I do want to do this. I want to make variables instead of just doing it. I'm using a tween, so when I hover over, it tweens in, otherwise it tweens out. Okay, so we'll say var transparent. Well, actually, we can do constant here. So constant or opacity. We can do alpha. Alpha underscore value equals, I think it's right now it's 0.2, but let's see what happens if I make it 0.5. Not negative right there. Okay, so so this is the time. So here we're going to just put our alpha value. Okay, cool. So now it's going to be at 0.5. So much more dramatic. Oh, that's much better. That's the easiest fix in the history of time, dude. Yeah. Okay. That's great. The only thing is we also need to make it so that modulo A equals alpha value. Okay, cool. And now when we do it, it does that. I do think I want to try 0.4 though. I think that's gonna be a little bit, yeah, that's the only problem with that. Wait a second. Wait a second. You see that? So the alert that's popping up, right? That's from a Python script I have. But on my screen, it's fully. Oh no, I think I'm just stupid. Yeah, I'm just stupid. Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. So that's that. Yeah. The problem with this is you still can't. So if I like start the stream right now, right? You still can't really see the stream time. Although I think that has to do a little bit with just the quality loss. Because obviously you can see it right here, right? You just can't see it right here, which is on the actual OBS. So I think I could mess with the opacity, but I think because the opacity of all this stuff is pretty nice. What I think I need to do is actually just potentially use like a bold font here, rather than the classic font. I'm using like a regular font right now. So let's give that a little shot, shall we? So I think if we go to, let's see, where is all this? So here's this. Let's go to this label, and then there's a lot of ways to do this, but I think we can try doing this first. So we go to settings, outline color, and then we make it the same color as the font color. Oh my god, I'm not even like moving it. It's just. Huh? Wait, where the hell's the font color? Extra spacing, font. It's not there. Where is font color? Is that the default color that I'm using? Interesting. Okay, well, I had meant to use this color. That's cool. I think I might actually just use white though, because it's going to stand out a little more. Maybe I should turn off bitmaps and shit. Maybe that would also help. It looks kind of gawky here, but I think that might help a little bit when we go here. It does help a little bit. It definitely does. It's like, looks like shit there though. No, yeah, that's not that. That looks so bad. Okay. Why do I forget how to do anything when I'm on stream sometimes? Okay, bitmaps there. So then we'll make, actually I want to come, okay, right there. And then I'm going to actually add this to the palette because I keep using it and I keep going up here and selecting it. I'm using all these are actually Godot colors, so the white is typically, well, that's just actually these are pure white. But this is that white, or the kind of off-white that they use, or gray white. The black here is actually this color with the opacity turned down, and then the green are these guys' colors, and then the red is the 3D colors. So there you go. You know, I'm with Godot. Oh, you know what obviously sucks about that is that that is now. Okay, let's do this. So that's leaving a black border around the thing. Even if I make this full screen, I'd imagine that's there. Or is it? Okay, let's go back. Oh, okay, so it's not there now. Okay, let's do this. Put this over here. Oh, okay, so if it's full screen, that's not a problem. So that's good. Okay, cool. So, I'm using so many windows to do this. All right, now let's just fix that. This is like some basic aesthetic stuff, but I do want to get into some actual code. So we'll add that, and then we'll increase the outline. That's one way to do it. That looks ugly as hell. I can also use a bold text, but I think that's gonna break a lot of shit. Yeah, let's just use the bold text, because this is so janky to do it this way. I'm just gonna get rid of the outline. Okay, so, font book, Bio Sans, that's the font I'm using. And then I think I'm using regular here, but we'll go for bold. And then let's go ahead and open up LiveStream games, files, task manager, Oh, I'm using light. Okay, so regular is probably all I need. So show in Finder, and then we just copy and paste it here. Copy and paste that here. Firmly grasp it. Okay, what's happening? There we go. Okay, so we've got those guys as fonts. I'm just gonna leave those. There's no, they take like nothing, 52 kilobytes, just in case. And then what we'll have to do is go to any of the labels, and then we can change the font data here. So we'll go here, click load, task manager, and then we need the regular size. Okay, and that actually should have replaced a lot of things like almost automatically, because a lot of those are using a saved font texture here. So if we go to task manager, here we go, tmfont.trez, a lot of files just use, or of the things just use that one. So I also want to open up task. So task is the task kind of like class. Here I want to make sure that it's using those things, because I might have done, tell me what the font data is. Cool, okay, so that's using regular, but it doesn't look like this button is using regular right here. So I think I had to use a custom one. Custom fonts. Just to load, task manager. Cool, okay, good, so that's there. And then I also think that this one is different. But for this one, I do want to actually keep it as its own thing because it's a different font size in general. Okay, so hopefully that works out now. So if we run this and I go look over here, can I actually see anything? I mean, obviously there it's fine. You can vaguely see the time there. It's definitely better than it is before, but you really can't tell what the heck that is. I mean, now if we go over to something, like if I open a new window here and it's on white, that's a lot more clear to see, you know? But, I don't know, man. I think, I don't know if we really want to adjust the, I guess we could do this back at 0.5, and I think that's gonna solve a lot of the issues. The question is really just, how, I mean, all right, is anyone in chat right now? There's one person watching me, so I'd like your opinion. You are currently the most important person in my life, just for right now. How visible, or like, is this just too distracting, right? It's visible enough, right? It's kind of difficult to see, but like, if you really were interested, you could probably go and figure out what that's doing, or what that says, right? Where is this? Where the heck is it? Oh, it's because it's right here, right? Like, you could figure out what that says when it's invisible. So, right? Yeah, you can see that. I don't think that's too distracting. Like, if I'm over here and I'm up here and I'm like going through this, I think these are pretty visible, except for like maybe right here. So, yeah, this is all fine. This right here is a little difficult. So I think what I'll do is make it so that all these colors, or at least these two colors, go away when you're not in the box. Okay, so I can do that relatively easily. Cool. All right, well, now there's two people in here and you never responded. So whoever the guy who just joined, you're now the most important person in my life, because I need feedback on the clarity of this thing in the top right. So what you're seeing is not on my screen, but it is on the OBS screen. Currently right now it's not active though, because I've closed the window. So this is just like a screenshot of the last frame from that being open. So essentially, I'm using the built-in functions here for when it is entered or exited. And I can actually just connect that to, for instance, so here's the task creator, right? This is this whole panel right here. And I can connect that to this script. So what I'll do is I'll grab I'm using this one. I'm saying mouse entered. And I'll connect that to the task creator here. And then we can go mouse exited. We'll also connect that to the task creator there. Okay, so when it's entered, essentially what we want to do is we want to make the line edit visible. So, or visible, so say, let's get a tween here. Yeah, let's just do this. Add a tween. Okay, and we'll say, there you are, tween equals tween. Nope. Tween, okay. And then what we want to do, say, do I even need a tween though? Like, yeah, I should tween. Anyway, okay, and then I'm gonna copy the same settings as this one right here. Okay, I don't know, I didn't used to get these warnings. I think I can actually turn a lot of these warnings off in the settings, so I should do that, but probably not going to because I'm lazy. Let's put it there. Okay. What don't they like about that? Alpha, oh yes, because we haven't defined alpha value. That's fine, okay. So what do we want to do? We want to do not self, but line edit. Line edit. We want to tween the modulate.a property from whatever it is when it enters to 1 point. Unless it's currently not at 1. I'm hoping it is because that just makes it so much more. It's not. Okay, yes, beautiful. It is at 1. Okay, and then what we want to do is then do the same thing right here. Nope, wrong script. Same thing right here. Wait, so did I just do that in this one? Yep. Nope, this needs to be alpha value. Okay. Now back in this script. Keep going to the wrong script. Okay. Now in this one, do the same thing, right? Okay. Except we don't want to. We want to tween from whatever we're at to our final, which is going to be invisible. So in this case, I'm just going to set this to 0.0. Okay. So that should solve that. The only problem is the button. So the button is using a custom style, or the style box here. And so the problem with that, I feel like all we have to do to fix this is just make this style box. I'll take this. I'll click Make Unique. And then we'll change the background color here to have an opacity, like that. And then I guess I want the text color to be different. So go to Custom Colors, Font Color Hovered, and I want this to be white. Or no, I'm sorry, this to be like, we'll start out with this color here. So that's Font Color Hovered, and then font color normal will be white. Okay. So then the idea being that now it's notably, well, we'll do that. Okay, like that, and it's notably less distracting when I go on here. Beautiful. And then I go this, and then it turns green when I hover over. So that works out. Cool. Okay. And then also, let's go change the text because this is the wrong font now. And I actually think that'll look much better with the font. Okay. Cool, cool. All right. Much more visible. And then obviously we have to do this at the beginning as well. So actually, no. Okay. So I want to do a ready function ready, and then we'll say line edit dot modulate dot a equals 0.2. Okay. Or should we do this like 0.1? mean, it's the same to this. Okay, let's make it 0 point. Let's do the same thing again up here. Constant alpha value, okay, equals 0.25, and then we'll just say alpha value, and then here we'll say an alpha value. Okay, see what that looks like. Yeah, that's great, because like if I'm here now, let me get that. So if I'm like here, for instance, right, you can pretty clearly still see what I'm doing, but it's also like gives a little bit of definition to the box. I don't know. I mean, these are minute things I should not really be worried about. There are a lot more things that are more important to do. For instance, in the task, we want this to stop calling. So if start time sec, and then we also need to say, for instance, when we are completed, emit signal, task completed. So that's all we're doing when we're completed. So I need to actually make another flag. So say var completed, and then we'll say equals, well, I guess I'm doing it this way, boolean equals false. Okay, right. Did I do it? Okay. Now usually I just type hint normally, but for some reason I did that here, and I just like to stay at least the same within the what's it called? Within the same script. Anyway, okay. So completed equals false, and then when we hit completed, we'll say this should actually be okay, right there. Okay, we'll say completed equals true. Okay, so if start time sec and not completed, I think I'm gonna stop doing this in my code, because this is way more readable, and this is the same in Python, so I'm gonna start doing this as saying not rather than using the exclamation point to mean not. So yeah, in case you guys wanted to know that. All right, so it's 104. Okay, so if start time and not completed. So now the reason I did that is so that I can start this, I can add a task. Okay, there's the task, right? Oh yeah, so we'll start the task, and then the problem was before, if I completed it, this would keep going, and so that is now fixed. So now we have the start time and the end time of that task. And we could potentially put the duration here too. That would be kind of cool, but we'll see. That is eventually the dream. So the other thing I want to do is I think I want to make this and go to the size flags, and we'll just say the horizontal. Oh, it should be expanding, but it's currently not. Why is that? That would fuck some shit up, huh? I believe. Oh yeah, we have to start it before we can add one. Okay, no, so that's not. So these size flags are not currently affecting anything, which is weird. Because this one's not. So if we go with this and go size flags, expand horizontal. Let's just do this as a top center wide. Where is it? There we go, top wide. But then you shouldn't have to do that, you know? Okay. That's still not working, so that's weird. Warning, children could visit by parent. Okay, so we've got the time label, the H-box container, V-box container. The V-box container should be expanding. It automatically should expand its children. So if we take this and then move this, they're automatically all expanding. So that's good. That's what we want. Do I have like a min size on here? Let's go rect. I mean, that's odd. Why is it not doing that? So it should expand to fill horizontally. But as you can see, it is clearly, oh, maybe it is, but, let's see it right now. So this is the container. Let's go ahead and add our task. Huh. That is super odd, isn't it? Like, why is it doing that? Size flags. Expand. Okay. It's basically shrinking. What? Why is this not working? Custom constants. No. Size flags. That's why, my friends. That is absolutely why. It's because this was not okay. That's weird, though. That is definitely weird. There we go. Okay, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So now those are expanding to fit, which is great. So that's step number one. Step number two is that I would like for the name label to cut off. So realign auto wrap. Wraps inside the node, bounding rectangles inside the node, which changes height automatically show all the text. So I don't want auto wrap, I want clip text. Okay? So let's start this. I need to stop, this is so annoying. Okay. Cool, and then I'll make a really long task name. Good, okay, that's exactly what I wanted. Now I don't just want it to be a bigger task. I could do that though. It wouldn't be horrendous to do it that way. I also think the spacing should be larger, but that's a very simple thing to do here. Separation, I think it's 10 maybe. I got my little pug here, in case you're wondering. Beanie, what you think of this, huh? What do you think of my thing? Also, I want to make it so if I hit enter in here, then it puts them in. So I hate that. Okay, that spacing looks a lot better to me. That's nice. I can start one. Right now, I can start multiple, which is the problem. But I might just, I think that's like a big engineering challenge for something that doesn't matter. Like, I'm not going to do that, you know? You know. Okay, then we can complete them 10 times. Cool, and then we've got like multiple of these things. The other thing is, I don't know if I would like to like have them add above each other, which is easy enough to do, but it doesn't, you know, who knows? I think this is nice because then it'll keep it in the order. Well, this is the order that I added, not in the order that they are occurring, but that probably is usually going to be the same. Anyway, okay, so that looks all nice. That's all good. Let's see what it looks like though if I make this. So if I make this, what am I doing? If I turn rather than clip the auto wrap on, okay. How's this going to do? Well, all right, let's do a real one. All right, so what's gonna say make a rotating turret. I mean, that's quite a bit that we can put on there. Well, yeah, so okay, so that is 2 lines. I don't know. I mean, I think that's chill. I think I'm actually gonna leave it as auto wrap because if I make something that long, I'd like to do that. And then I just have to use the self-control not to make massive ones. So that's fine. Okay, cool. Oops, I should have. Let's get out of that. There we go. So now if I do it, now it's barely visible there for you. Okay, what are we getting here in the debugger bit? Error get credentials.py with error code 1. Get token from execute this, if error equals k, get token. That's weird that I'm getting an error code. But anyway, that's not for today. That is much more difficult stuff. Cool. Happy with this thus far. I guess I would like to make it so that these buttons as well only turn green if on hover. So that is actually, again, pretty easy because we can here delete this. Oh my god, I'm getting real tired of this magic mouse, y'all. Nothing magic about it. It's terrible. Okay, so we got our pressed style, and then we've also got our normal style. And actually, I'm gonna make a go back to using the color rect for this, and then we're gonna use the button mouse entered, mouse exited, mouse entered, and then I wasn't gonna hard code this, but you know it's so easy to do this, and then it just looks better in my opinion. So we'll have a constant green, and then we'll make a constant red, which equals color. And then we'll get whatever the red color is, which I don't really know, but it's easy enough to get because it's in Godot everywhere. So we'll add a spatial. We'll probably add something easier than a spatial. Let's add a, that's a lot of red. Add that. Okay, so we'll go up to color rect, and then I will grab that red color. Why would I do that? Okay, and now we can add the tag here. Tag. Okay. And then I guess what I also want to do is just now while I'm at this is grab the green color here. So then they're all in the palette, which is just makes stuff a lot nicer. Okay, so we want those to be currently 1.3 opaque. Okay. Oh yes, and then we need to go look at what 0.99, 0.61. 0.99, 1.0. Okay, cool. And then yeah, we'll come back here then. Oh, we should be setting it to be no red. Okay, alright, there we go. Now, the idea here is that essentially I'm just going to simply grab it. So we've got the color rect here. So I want to change this. Yeah, so we don't want to do that anymore on toggle. That. So on both of these we'll say if not disabled pass. Not disabled pass. And that is because otherwise even when it's disabled the color will be there, and we only want the color to flash when it is enabled. Right. Because we're like kind of hard coding some things that are already built in, so we gotta be careful of those things. Okay, so then we can get rid of this. Okay, so we want to say essentially if text equals active, signal completed. Yeah, okay. So we'll say if text equals active. Okay, then we'll say color rect dot color equals green, all right, and then we just say else color rect Okay, and then here, oh, actually, this, color rect dot color equals color 0. Okay, cool. And now let's give it a shot. Okay, so now it's nothing if I go over it. Oh, so I want the opposite to be true. I want this to be red, this to be, here we go. Okay, so if I hover over here, I want this to be green, and then if I go to active, then I want this to be red. Okay. And then I also want it to be, so if button pressed, then we also will do this. And then we'll also do this there. So this is essentially, so when the button's toggled, so yeah. So theoretically, now it should be done. So green, I click it, it turns red, and then it's good, and then I click it again, and it goes there. Beautiful, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. That is the task fully completed. Now what I need to do, and I'll probably, I'm in medical school. And so I don't get too much time to hang out and do fun stuff like this. But the next thing I want to do is that, so essentially when these are completed, when every task is completed, it emits a signal. Task completed with the task name, the start, and the stop. And let me just make sure here that the start and stop. Where do I emit this? Right there. Task, start time, seconds. Oh, okay, so I'm giving it in, okay, yes, so I'm giving it in seconds. Cool. So that's very good. We want it in seconds because we can easily convert seconds to readable time, and we can also do a lot of calculations with that and see how much duration has passed, yada, yada, yada. Okay. Okay. So now, the dealio is this. So we want to essentially connect the signal task completed here when we spawn it. So what happens is when I'm in the task creation, after I hit the button, it does a check to make sure, I can create a task, like this is started, and there's actually text in here, and blah, blah, blah. And it sends a signal up to this that contains the text. Okay. So on start, stop, blah, 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 blah. Okay, on task creator, task created, and it gives us task name, and then it creates an instance of our task scene and spawns it in there. Now what we need to do is connect that to a function that we'll have right here. So we'll have function task underscore, we'll say on underscore task underscore completed. Okay, and then we're writing pass, and then it's going to say so task underscore name start time sex, and then we'll also have start time, or I'm sorry, end time. What is wrong with it? Sex. There we go. Okay. So task name, start time sex, and end time sex. Okay. So now what we'll do is connect that here. So we'll say task underscore minus dot connect. There we go, task completed. That was weird. To self, and then we're going to do on task completed. Okay, so now whenever we complete a task, it's actually going to send the task information right here. And the other thing I want to do, so I want to essentially start creating kind of a manifest, right? And so if you don't know, to make a, I'll just show you how. So we go over here to, shut the fuck up. I don't know if any. I gotta see if this is real. Is this real?
I feel like a total disaster right now. A week where they're gonna drown in sorrow with this agent. I'm not familiar with Splatoon and for real, Sora is.
Oh, that's sick. That is so sick. I don't know if any of you guys play Smash, but is that real? Hold on. Yeah, that looks real, bro. That is fucking sick. I gotta text my friend. I'm so sorry, you guys. Okay. Cool. All right, sorry about that. So what we're gonna do now is go to my YouTube studio so I can show you how these work, and also I can, keep that. Right? Just educating you, not because I need help. Okay, so we want to go to my live streams because I've definitely done it on all of these. So we can go to any one of these. I'm gonna like edit. Okay, and so here is how the chapters come out, right? In a format like this. So essentially, what I want to do is I want to make a dictionary that is holding essentially all this information, right? Okay, so we don't actually need to include the seconds on these, but it's nice. So I can pretty easily convert my seconds into this format using a function, and then we just put the task name here. So what I want to do is we'll make I guess we'll do it right here. So we'll say var chapters equals, and then we'll have it just be an empty dictionary, okay? And then, I guess, yeah, so we don't actually need to add intro until the end, right? Yeah, we don't need to do that. Oh, but see, no, I don't want this to be a dictionary. I want this to be a list because we want it to keep things in the order of which they are completed. Yeah, okay. So then, in fact, I will add intro. So the question also is like, what information do I want to include in the with each thing in the list, right? Because, all right. So here's the dilemma, right? Is that after I start streaming, I have to actually, I'll have this running already, right? But after I actually start streaming, then I have to go and click this, right? So these are not going to be perfectly in sync. And if I forget, for instance, one time, and this is like taking, I click this like, 2 or 3 minutes after, then all my things are going to be 2 or 3 minutes off, which is a pain. So what I would like to be able to do is actually put, for instance, the correct either start time or end time of actually put the correct start time or end time from the stream after I see it like afterwards, and then it'll kind of calculate the offset, the incorrect offset, right? And I don't think so. If I go over here, I don't think there's anywhere that's going to tell me the start, like when I publish the stream. That would be useless anyway. We need the end time, right? So they give us the end time right here, unless, let's go YouTube LiveStream API. So I'm using this right now. I'm using the YouTube LiveStream API, and I can actually get the chat, but that's not really the focus of this. But the point is that it gives us information. I think it's, we need the live broadcast. Like, it should tell you what's in a live broadcast. Here, the live broadcast resource. List of YouTube broadcasts, insert, update, delete, bind, transition, control, and this is what it gives us. So kind, tag, ID, snippet, published at. Oh, so it does give us the published at time. But that's still not super duper helpful, is it? No, we just want the duration. Schedule start time, schedule actual start time, actual end time. So we could get the actual end time of some broadcast, but I think I'm just gonna have to input it in anyway. Yeah, so we're gonna have to use the end time, and the end time is going to be, I think I would have to just manually enter it in. That's not a big deal, honestly, though. It's really not. It's still making my workload much, much easier by many factors. So we'll convert this. So we'll have a function that I'll say enter hours, enter minutes, enter seconds. It'll convert that to seconds, and then we can go ahead and kind of mess with that from there. But anyway, that is a little farther down the road, so I'll get to that in a second. The point is we have task completed now. And then so, okay, so okay, so task manager globals, that's set active, and we get our start time here. And then I think the other thing I'd like to do is say chapters equals, and then we'll do this, and then we'll say, there's going to be a list of lists is the idea here. And then we'll say intro. I guess we should probably put it in terms of time. So it'll be 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Intro. Okay. Oh, except, God damn, my dog is stinky. That's not actually what we're going to do. Because we want this list to have a few things. So number one, we'll do the time, right? So here we'll say 0 seconds. So this will be the time in seconds, okay? And then we'll have, well, these could actually be dictionaries. Yeah, I'm gonna make these dictionaries. So it's gonna be a list of dictionaries. There we go. That's what I've decided on for this data structure. That makes the most sense. And hopefully you'll see what. So we'll have, for instance, something called intro. Okay. Yep. Intro, and then intro will have. Am I confused? No, I'm not confused. It's just this format looks weird to me. Okay, so we'll have intro. Okay, and we'll have you make the time, so the time that it started. No, this is dumb. Here's what we're gonna do. So, I say name. There we go. Name intro. Okay. And then we're gonna do start time. Okay. Okay, and then this is going to be. This is going to be an integer 0. Okay, and then we're not going to have for this one a we'll say end underscore time. So this is going to be the basic format for all of the different events. They'll come in here like this with a start time and an end time, and then I guess for end time we don't really want anything there right now. Actually, it's not going to matter. Sorry, it's not going to matter for intro. But anyway, okay. So that is going to be what we create right off the bat. Okay, chapters equals that. And that's going to happen there. Eventually, I'm going to have it so it's going to save all of that stuff for me. But right now, so we've got that. So that's intro. Now, every time a task is completed, we want it to append to chapters, right? So we're going to say we want to basically keep the same format here. So we're going to say formatted task equals, and we don't have to do this, but I'm just going to, Okay. Oh, sorry. Bar formatted task. I've been using Python recently, so I keep forgetting to do that stuff. Okay, so the bar formatted task equals this. Now I'm gonna say name equals task name. Okay, start time equals start time seconds, and then we'll have end time equals end time seconds. There we go. Okay, now what I want to do, so every time we add a task, we're going to add it there. And so what I can do, just for the time being, is for instance, we can say print chapters. Well, even better, I'll say for chapter in chapters, say print, yeah, we'll say print, chapter, yeah, okay, so print chapter start time, and then we'll say chapter no, that should be prints. So prints. Cool. Okay, so now we'll start this. Okay, I'll add some tasks here. Okay, cool tasks. Okay, so we've got those tasks. So I'll start this one. Okay, wait a few seconds. We'll stop that. Okay, and then we'll start this one. Seconds and all. Oh, you know what I never did is append this there. That's funny. Okay, so we'll say chapters dot append, and then we'll say formatted task. There we go. What is it yelling at me for? What is it? Look at the format. Okay, there we go. That solves all those things. Sorry about that. Let's do this. Okay. Cool. So we'll start this, and then we'll end it. Okay, and then we can do. Oh yes, but that's a problem because it's obviously only going to put in time. But that is definitely okay because that is going to be a simple fix. A very, very simple fix. Okay, cool. So essentially what we need, we're given seconds and we need to then convert that to time here. So we'll say get underscore time from seconds, which is this is a function that I made that you can see right over here. So now if we do this again, it should work out a lot better. Well, we need to do more to it to make that work out. But the idea is that it's actually printing. So for instance, this would be what it did, right? And we've got we'll just obviously format the list to be printed correctly. And then it will actually, we've already achieved this essentially. But there's more that we need to do in order to actually get this to work. But the good thing is that we can go ahead and actually start getting this to work correctly. Okay, so we'll come right up here to start, stop, button, toggle. So we'll go right here. Okay. So we're actually not going to print, but the idea is that we'll do something along, something along these lines. So for chapter in chapters. Let's see. Okay, so we've got the chapter name. I think there's a lot more I need to do before I actually get into this bit. So for right now, I'm going to go ahead and do this. Okay. The idea is this, that after I do this, like when I hit stop, what I would like to happen is for a little like pop-up to come up and say input, you know, total stream duration, right? And then when I do that, then it'll calculate the correct thing for me, and then I want it to save it. I'll just probably save it to like a basic Godot data folder, right? No need to use a JSON here. Maybe I should use a JSON just in case I want to do something with Python. But no, I'm just gonna, for right now, I'm just using the data file. It really doesn't matter. That's something I can fix easier or easily later. Okay. To really label those things, huh? And a pop-up. Pop-up dialog. For user notification, confirmation dialog. Interesting. Okay. Oh, except we don't want that to be a part of that. That makes that a little challenging. A little challenging. So rather than just put it in main, I think what I will actually end up doing is to basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it a separate thing, and then I'm going to have it spawn it on the main scene here. So I'll say get parent.add child, and I'll add it right here, and then the pop-up right when the game is ready, and then it can connect to it. Okay, so let's make that. Let's add the pop-up scene here. Pops up. It does. Okay. So we'll make this go, and we'll say rect size. So it's like 1920 by 1080. So let's do 1080 divided by 2. That's the height. 1920 divided by 2. 960. Perfect. So we'll do 960 by 960, like that. It's visible for right now. Okay, and we'll go ahead and add a color rect to the background. I guess we could use a panel container. In fact, yeah, I'll use a panel container. Add a panel. I think I'll just add a panel, so that way I have some more freedom here. And we'll go full rect. Okay, this is like how I'd make a pop-up for almost anything here. Okay, and then we'll go to custom styles, panel, new style box flat. In fact, let me go over here to this one. We'll go to this panel container. I'll copy this one, and then we can paste that right there. Why is this not visible? No. Oh, because this has been hidden. Okay, fine. Okay, and then we want this to be this color, and then we'll take the opacity down to 0.5. Or whatever. I mean, 0.5 looks good, right? That's gonna look like it's fine. Okay, and then what we need to add here is a few things. I want to add a text that says input final duration. So say input final label. Okay, and then we'll put this at the center top. Input final stream duration. Okay, and then say uppercase, align, and then we'll do v-align, okay, so then I'm going to come down here to fonts, load, and we're going to load in the font that I'm using for everything right here. Okay, and then we can again do set there at the top. Why does this look so small? I guess we don't actually need it to be a square. It's kind of not the best look anyway. like this, that's probably fine. Okay. Input final stream duration. I'm gonna go ahead and click. Yeah, so let's click this and click make unique. I mean, there's so many problems. I hate making things unique, but I want the font size to be bigger. I hate that I can't do that. I would love to just be able to say make this one setting unique, but I can't. Okay, so we'll make this times 2. That's big as hell. Okay, let's do 16 times 3. That looks good. Okay. And we'll do center top. Input final stream duration. Okay, and then we'll actually have some input boxes here. So then I'll add an H box container. Okay, and then 2, and again I don't actually want this to be full screen. Let's see, let's put it in the center. Okay, and then we'll put, what do we want here? So we need 3 input boxes separated by labels. Yeah, so we'll do label. Line edit, I guess. Yeah, I guess we're going for line edits. So we'll do a line edit, and then we'll go ahead and add a label, and then the label is going to have that. That would be assign center and center, and then uppercase, not that that matters, and then I'll go to custom fonts. Again, we'll go ahead and load. Actually, I should probably just keep this font. So right here, copy, paste that font right there. Nice. Okay, and then in the line edit, we'll keep congruent with whatever I did right here. Line edit. Copy that. Wait, what? And we're actually done with task for quite a while, which is nice. Line edit, custom styles. Wait, what am I tripping about? Yeah, okay. Paste, okay, and then focus, empty, empty, okay. Oh, stop doing that. Okay, cool. Oh, actually, what we can do is do something like, so you right-click this. Oh no, you go up here, and we could say copy parameters, and we can go into here, into line edit, we can click paste parameters, and you also click this and click make sub-resources unique. Stop. Christ. Okay, cool. And now, go custom constants, custom colors. Good. Okay, so all those are set correctly. And now what we need to do is duplicate those, and then we duplicate this right there. Okay, and then we take this and then we center it again. So I think I will add a border. Oh, this one, they do have borders. Okay. Okay. Oh yeah, so it's more apparent when you are, let's actually just have this be this color. Well, add that to the swooches. Okay, and then hopefully that didn't affect this guy. Actually, if it did, I wouldn't mind it though, to be honest. So I think I'm going to. I think I prefer that. Yeah, I like that. It looks nice and crisp. Okay, cool. Save. Stop. Okay, so now we've got these, right? And all of these guys are going to accept, so we're going to call this hours, hour, input. We'll call this one minutes, input. We're going to call this seconds, input. now I'm gonna run this real quick. Oh, we gotta save it. So task manager, and we'll save this as finished pop-up. Yeah, we'll stick that right there. In fact, we'll actually. So, pop-up, okay, and then save. So the reason I wanted to run this. Oh my god. Okay, so if I click on this, I don't know why the caret wasn't visible. Oh, blinking must not be on. Weird. So I'm pretty sure that it should be. Blinking is on. It's weird. You know, it's like I'm putting so much effort into something that's gonna be mine, but no one's even gonna see this part. But I don't know. That's how I roll, dog. Okay, so then I'm gonna go to. Should be. Is there not placeholder text color? You can't set the placeholder text color. I'm kidding. Why not? Cursor color, clear button color, font color, selected. Your button color, font color, uneditable. That's not it. Okay then. Unfortunate. Themes, nope. But you can adjust the output. Well, okay. If I do this, nope. I also wish those were centered, but whatever. Okay, and I really don't understand why the caret is not visible on the cursor color. Yeah, it's, I mean, hey man, listen. There should be. Oh yeah, what does the stream look like now? It's probably popping up on it, right? Yeah, this is all you can see. That's funny. Okay. Cool. All right. I just realized that. Let's go ahead and run this. Okay, so now you should be able to see me again. Sorry about that. I forgot what the implications of doing what I'm doing are. Let's go ahead and turn this off. So in OBS now, I'm deactivating it. So you shouldn't be able to see it anymore. But yeah, that's very funny. Is there a big black line on the screen? Okay, that's gone. Anyway. Okay, so now that that's over with, so this is the pop-up. No one can even see it. This is the pop-up. It happens. Okay. Why is it weird as hell? Oh, because I adjusted the size of the panel. Let's see. Okay. Well, let's just do it. Alright, then we'll change the pop-up. 60. Input final stream duration, and then you've got that. That's all I need, man. That's cool. Okay, now what we need this to do, of course, is accept and admit a few things. So, yeah, and then I also need a button. So we'll add to this, we'll add a button. Okay, and then bottom. That move this up a little bit. Okay. Here we'll say bin. I don't know. Or just say enter. Okay. Where is it? Oh, whatever. We'll just do it. Enter. Okay, and then we'll go to the text on any of these guys. Copy, go to the button, custom fonts, paste that text, okay, and then we can go to custom styles, and in fact I'm actually just going to make, okay, I'm just going to make these on the sketch. Focus needs to always be empty. We want the border color to be that color, and we want the border width to be, let's do and normal, I want the background color to be completely opaque. Okay, and then we'll go ahead and again, center bottom. Okay, oh yeah, and then we'll add some content margin here. Do 20, 20. Of course, now I have to do this again. Cool, okay. And then I think we should be able to go to custom colors, font color, and then choose that as well. Wunderbar. Oh yeah, I don't think we did that for this one. Oh, I think that's just white. It might just be white. Okay, cool. Button, okay. So we've got this style, which is cool, and that's what we want when it is not, or it's just normal. We'll copy it. Actually, I think you can do this. So we don't need anything for disabled. Pressed, we don't need anything. Hovered, I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to click into this, and we're going to click make unique, because I'm going to make this be green when you hover over it. So now, this is going to, you're not going to be able to see shit again. Oh, you'll be able to see something. Okay, so the idea here is that now, oh no, you won't, because I deleted it. Okay, so I go over it and it's green, and I press it, and then I should enter. Okay, cool. Very nice. Okay, I'm gonna have to cut this at 10, which is a bummer. But okay, so input final string duration, you do that, and then what we're going to do is simply connect the button signal of pressed up to the pop-up here. So on enter button pressed, I've got to move my pug porque she is annoying. Oh, all right. And then what we want to do is essentially, so we'll get onReady vars here. OnReady var our input. OnReady var minute input, and then push the input. Say OnReady var sec. Okay, and then this is going to equal there we go. Okay, and then finally, and then this is going to equal cool, just like that. And then the idea here is that first we need to check. So say what I want to do here, we'll just do this right now. So we'll say if our input dot text, okay, print, say print 5, okay. Okay, good. So nothing printed. Why am I getting 2 errors here now? Move child. Parent knows Biddy saying consider using call deferred move child or pop up releases. Oh, wait, no, wait, what? Okay. If our.text, our input document is fine. Okay, so good. So that means that doesn't. Now I would like to do print that. Just to see if it prints anything. Okay, so it looks like it is printing. Actually, no. Hold on. Okay, yeah, so it is printing a blank space. But what we should be able to do is this, essentially, is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to make a check. So we're going to say if there's got to be a better way to do this, but anyway, so I'll say if our input.text, and then I'll say and min input.text. Actually, this is not that bad. And sec input.text. Okay, so essentially it's checking. We need to make sure that all the fields have been fulfilled, and then what I also want to make sure is that they can be considered or be made into integers, right? So what happens if I say int our input dot text? Function in returns a value, but this value is never used. Didn't print anything. Okay, so what I'm saying, well, wait. Fuck, so if we pass it null, it's gonna return 0. But 0 actually haha! Okay, cool. But now, what if we give it something that can't be converted into an integer? That's my question. I don't know if it's... Is it going to break the whole thing? Is my question. It doesn't. I don't know why I'm getting that error. That's really weird. Oh, because I'm trying to, I guess you can't call pop-up in the ready function, but that's fine. Okay, so then, what if I did print int high? So equals 0. That's a problem, because actually, no, it's not, right? Yeah, okay, that's perfect. Yeah, so then we just do int all these. Yep. Why are you doing this to me? Just. Okay, so if the int all of these, okay. Now the basically this is checking to make sure 1, they can be converted to integers, and 2, that they exist, right? So I guess not in that order, obviously. They exist and that they can be converted to integers. Now, once that is true, then what we'll do, I mean, there's still a problem that I might hit the like more than like 2 characters, but that's fine. Okay. So what we want to do is then essentially we're going to emit a signal. So we'll make a signal here. So say signal final underscore duration want, so set final duration. Okay, and then here we'll say emit signal, set final duration, and then I do want to actually add some parameters here, of course, and we want this to be, I guess we'll just make a we want this to be in that format, so we'll say our, can we send an array? Our minute. That's fine. We don't need to do that. We can just do it like this and then have it converted to an array. Okay, so signal, set final duration, and then we've got, oh, what am I doing? No, we'll just say final duration. Final duration. Okay. Okay, this, and then we do this, and then here we do, there we go. That looks much prettier too. Okay, so first we do this, okay? Then we check if that exists, and then we add this, which is just hours, mins, seconds. Okay, so we're gonna emit our final duration as an array right here, hours, min, seconds, and then, yeah, that's the whole point there. Cool. Okay, and then here, what we'll do, let's just say var pop up underscore tscn equals preload, and okay, so var pop up scene equals that, so they can load it, and essentially in the ready function we're going to go ahead and do this, or say say get underscore parent dot add child, and then we'll say pop up scene dot instance. Okay, and so I think that should work, except we do actually want to do some stuff with it, don't we? So we'll do this. Say var pop up underscore ins equals that, and then here we'll do pop up minus. Okay, and then we need to connect it to a signal here. So we'll say, what's the signal called? So we'll go here. We'll say function underscore on set. Function on set final duration. Pass that, and now we'll just connect that signal up here. So we'll say pop-up instance dot connect set final duration to self. Okay, so that's what we're going to be doing right there in the beginning. Yep, cool. Okay, and then obviously, yeah, it's fine that it's invisible now. So, yes. Oh, and then we also want it to do that if this is successful, then we want to do pop up hide. Perfect. Okay, so then if you enter this correctly, then we'll hide the pop-up, essentially. And then we want this to actually do some calculations. Okay, So now what we want to do is we want to, I guess I actually want to maintain control over this. So we actually need to make pop-up instance var pop-up underscore ins. Oh, we can actually do this. This is actually a little dirty, but this should actually work. Dot instance, and this should be an onReady var. Okay, and we're doing essentially what we're doing right here with the tween, right, is that we're creating this, but we're not adding it to the scene tree until right here. Okay, right, so we're creating this onReady, right, and then we are actually, yeah, then we're connecting the signal and then actually adding it to the scene tree right here. So that way it's not a stray node. Because if you do this, there's a lot of issues you could have. But since we're only doing it once, we're not having to add multiple, and because we are actually adding to the scene tree, this is actually okay to do in one line. Okay, cool. So pop-up instance.connect this, then we add it there. Cool. And then what we want to do is essentially when you do where is it? Stop button toggled. When we do stop button toggled, so when we turn it off, when we say we're done streaming, what I'd like this to do is to then show the pop-up. So we'll say pop-up instance dot pop-up. Okay. Cool. And then we'll grab this. And let's make sure all my formatting is correct. This one's the only one that's wrong. Okay, and then we'll go ahead and paste that in there. Okay. Oh yes. Son of a bitch. Thank you. Okay. So, for chapter in chapters, so now we're going to do stuff with this. But what I'd like to do, well, yes, you could do, so we need to do a calculation. So for chapter in chapters, we need to actually change it by the final duration here. Yeah, so what we need to do is convert final duration to seconds. So we'll say function get underscore hours underscore from, this should get seconds from time. Okay, and then here we'll say time. Okay, perfect. So then what we'll be able to do, oh, except this is giving it as a string, which is kind of a bitch. We'll see. I might have to change this. We'll see. That would kind of suck. I shouldn't be stringing this, making this a string here. I should be returning the numbers and then, but I figured that I would only use it for this. Anyway, refactoring. Hate it. You hate it. You love it. Okay. So this will take time, and then it will convert that time to seconds. So we're essentially just going to do the opposite of this. So what I'll do is I'll say var sex equals var mins equals, and then I'll say var hours equals, and then we'll say return sex plus mins plus hours. And then we'll actually, what this will do is it'll calculate that. So this will be time, yeah, that should give us an hours, minute, seconds, right? Hours, minute, seconds. Okay, well then, just because I'm gonna do it like this. Time 1, okay, or mins equals time 2, equals time 2. Okay, so that's because we're going to be getting it in this format, right? So we're going to be getting it in that format. So hours, minutes, seconds. Right, so then what we're going to do is, yeah, so this will grab hours, this will grab minutes, and that will grab seconds. But what we also want to do is convert them. We also want to do is then convert them to actual seconds. So we'll need to do the opposite of all these operations. So for instance, they'll give us the actual seconds, which is fine. That seconds here can actually just equal time 2, right? But minutes, we just need to multiply times 60. So times 60, and then hours, we just need to multiply times 3,600, right? To get that in seconds. So if you have 1 hour is 3,600 seconds. Okay, so that's actually stupid easy. We could probably actually put that in one line, but I'm happy doing that. That's fine. Now, so final duration. The whole reason we made this function is because final duration here. We want to. Oh, it should be that. Final duration here. We want to create that. So we'll say final duration equals. Get underscore seconds from time final duration. So essentially we're resetting final duration. We're just converting it in this step to seconds by using this function that I just made. Okay, and then what we're going to do is back calculate essentially the correct time for all of these things. So that is the difficult part that I kind of have to figure out how to do. So let's say for instance that we've got in this dictionary, right? So we've got this, we've got a second one that says make gun. That doesn't really matter. We've got a start time and an end time, and this is the reason I included the end time. Oh no, you know what we can do is just, we get, I think this will work. So if we get that what we calculated the duration to be, right? And then we subtract the actual final duration. We could get the difference in duration, and then we can add the difference in duration to all of the chapters. Because that assumes, and correctly so, that this should always be less. But even if it doesn't, that actually works, because we'd get a negative number, right? If I started this before starting the stream, then this would be, the difference would be negative 30 seconds, or negative 2 minutes, right? And then we would just add negative 2 minutes to all of those, and thus reducing their time, and then we'd be correct. Okay, cool. That calculates the error. That is very, very dope. Okay, so we'll go, we need this one, and then when we complete, I'm kind of forgetting how this is working now. Okay, so ready, so we don't need this, these are purely aesthetic things. Ready, I can use that one, I don't think. On, start, stop, button toggled. Okay, start time equals this, okay? And then on refresh, so this is going to be happening, happens once every 60 physics frames. Okay, so on refresh is happening once every 60 physics frames. Essentially I've got a physics process and a global script doing that, so that way everyone's on the same kind of thing here for time. Okay, and then we are actually using the OS get millisecond. So we're using the real time, but I want the refresh rate to happen approximately once every second. So this, assuming we're at 60 FPS, this will actually be the same, but in case the game lags for some reason, the game lags for some reason, if we do it this way, then the time is accurate. But anyway, bar seconds elapsed equals that, minus start time, okay, and then we are setting the seconds elapsed, get time from seconds elapsed. Okay, so this is actually really great, because then essentially what we've got here is we have the seconds elapsed. So when we do start stop button toggled, Except, but all I should have to do here to fix this is just make this a global variable by putting it up here, saying var seconds elapsed int. Well, I guess we could set that to here, but I'm just gonna do that there. And then here, wherever it is, where to go? Seconds elapsed. We'll just do that, right? So then this will still work. Oh, don't type in. Okay. Yeah. So we're setting this seconds elapsed equals that, right? Equals os.time.milliseconds minus start time. So they should probably be doing this differently, but that's fine. I'll keep doing it this way. It seems not to matter. Yeah, I'll do it this way. Okay. os.get takes milliseconds 1000 minus start time. Okay, and so now that is that. Now what we want to do is that when we click stop, what we want to do is for one final time, we want to make sure that we get the correct seconds elapsed here. Okay, so we click stop again. We're setting, this is stopping this from being called. Okay, right. And then this is gonna make sure that we get the absolutely most accurate seconds elapsed, right? Now, when we're back down here, finally, okay, right, we've got this in seconds, and then we also have seconds elapsed in seconds. And so what we'll do is we'll say var dir error duration underscore offset, and then we'll set this equal to seconds elapsed minus final duration. Okay, so what should normally happen? Normally, the seconds elapsed should be smaller than final duration. So we actually want this to be flipped. Okay. Okay, so var duration offset equals final duration, which should be larger than this, minus seconds elapsed. So this is what we calculated as the number of seconds that have elapsed. This is the total duration that I've inputted that actually reflects the stream duration, right? So typically this will be less. So for instance, 10 seconds, 9 seconds, you do 10 minus 9, 1 second. Then what we do for every single chapter in chapters, well, all we have to do, we don't actually even need end time anymore. Yeah, we don't need end time. Or chapter in chapters. So what we'll actually do, so get time from seconds, chapter dot start time. But that's actually not what we want to do. Get time from seconds, chapter dot start time minus, I'm sorry, plus duration offset. Okay. And so this will give us the actual correct time right here. This is beautiful, but it's going to be in the form of 3 strings. So then, for instance, I would want to print. Well, actually, we're going to make a data structure out of this and then output it so that I can copy and paste it into my description here. But this will make this, and so I'll do this, and then this should be var ch underscore time. So var chapter time essentially equals that, and then we'll say we want to get the chapter. Okay, so var chapter time equals that, and then we want to. Oh yes, so say ch underscore time equals. So this is a list. So we'll say ch time 0. There we go. Okay. Plus ch underscore time 1 plus ch time. We should probably format it, huh? Yes, that's, what am I doing? What am I doing, y'all? Okay. Oh, we can literally just do this. That's what we want, and we can just stick this right here. Okay, so, except we don't want all that. We just want that. Beautiful. Okay, so we got name, except we want it to go the other direction. But we're so close. Okay, and then, okay, now let's do this thing. Okay, so we've got this. Beautiful. We'll start this. Okay. Then I'll make some tasks. So we'll say make task. And we'll say stall. Okay. And we'll start this task. Okay. Cool. We're doing this task. As you can see, we started at 13 seconds. Here's how long it's taking. I probably should have a duration here because that would be like, this is not particularly useful to have it be exactly that. It is kind of cool though. Okay, so I think having a duration right here would be nice. Okay, so we'll stop that. So we finished that one. Start this one. Uh-oh. Why is that not working? Oh, because I never did that one. Oh, fuck. Uh-oh, I broke something. What happened? That shouldn't break anything. Ah, this should be call deferred dot call deferred add underscore child and then pop up instance. Okay, so that should fix that. Error execute, that's fine. Not is inside tree is true. Oh, okay, yes. But this should all be fixed. Yeah, cool, okay. So now, okay, then good. Fix that. Okay, so start. Cool. Okay, so we'll make this one now. Do. And it was an easy task. Completed that task. Okay, start this task. Okay, good. Okay, so it's still working. Nothing's breaking yet. We've got some stuff here going on in the bugger, though. What's happening? Interdivision. Why is it giving me that error, dude? I actually want to keep that one, though. Okay, good. This is what we want. Okay, and then we completed this task. Okay, then I'll go ahead and stop. Now when I stop... No. Okay, this just needs to be centered, is the problem. Well, that's fine. That's easy to fix. But okay, so we've got now the pop-up pops up here. Okay, and then we'll put the hour. So how long did this stream take? This stream took. So this says 37 seconds, right? So we'll say it took 0 hours, 0 minutes, and 50 seconds. Hit enter. That's not great. Why is that happening? Or why is that not happening, I should say. So it's not giving me any errors. Is there anything coming out in the output? No. So this must be stopping it. Prince hours ends sex. So I don't think that'll work, but let's see. 0050. Okay, so that's. Dude, none of that should affect me. Why is this on? Why is this not? So this is this one. This is the task manager. Go away. Onset final duration. Let's just do this. Print. Hi. Go to the output. And then theoretically, if I hit enter now. Okay, so this is the problem, right? It's not for some reason connecting. Or it's not emitting. The other option. Emit signal, set final duration. If hours and minutes. So, okay. Well, this should have certainly been. Oh, bro, that's why. It's because these are 0. Fuck. Okay, so we just need to change this check to include. Problem is, like, so I guess we can just check for seconds. No, let's do it this way. Oopsies. Okay, so we can do this, and then we can just make sure that there is text there. And then here, we can just do this. Okay, beautiful. So that just makes sure that something is there at all. Now, if we do this. Did I not save it? Yeah, I didn't save it. Hey, there we go, baby. Okay. And then that is this format, as you can see. That is spitting out that format. So that's great. So that fixes all of that. Just need to make sure we have something for these. Yeah. Okay. Very nice. So now that works. So that's it. Except we need this to actually input to something that works, where I can actually get access to it. So if we go to pop-up, we can go about to show, which is nice. Okay, we can go here, so on pop-up about to show. And then, so presence panel. We can go to the script here. Okay, so I can actually, I might as well go into OBS here, and we can now look see at what's happening. But also, Oh, my dog just farted and it smells great. Oh, okay. So that's nice. Did I copy it? Yeah. Okay, so then essentially what I want to do is in main here. Okay. Cool. So I wanted this, and then I can put this over here. So now, wait a second. Fuck. Because obviously you can't see me, so that's a problem. I think what then I'll do is then just have a delay here. So we'll say, get underscore tree dot yield. Sorry, I know you can't see me right now. Working fast. Technical difficulty. Create timer. This will be 0. Honestly, probably 0.5 second is more than enough. Wait, did that work? That still didn't work. Why did that still Nope, don't work. What? Wait. Oh, I think it's because of the pop-up. Is that why? Because of the pop-up? Wait, let's go to this, right? And we'll do, we'll not add it. Okay, let's do this though. Okay, oh, let's do this. I'm stupid. Been doing that the whole time. Okay, so the idea is that that was working before I implemented the pop-up. I don't see why the pop-up would prevent it from working. That must have been happening the whole time, and I was just an idiot. Okay, let's do this. Let's minimize that. Now if I do this again, it's working, okay? And then if I do this, oh wait, I wouldn't know. Because we need to turn it on to be visible. Okay, now you can't see shit, sorry. This is a necessary evil. Okay, so cool, so that's working, all right? So you can see, like, what you see right here, this is, it's not on my screen. It's only in OBS Studio, which is nice. Now, if we do, well, let's also make sure, so I go here, and just get rid of this stupid thing. Huh. Alright, so maybe that one, that does fuck it. Huh. That is so weird. That, okay, well, fine then. Because I can do, if I do full screen on my own, right? So if I do this, and then I make this full screen, then it works just fine. So that's definitely pretty weird to me that if I do it via code, it doesn't work. I don't know. That's, I mean, that's a small price to pay, but yeah, that sucks. Okay. Anyway, so the point was that now if I do this, I go back, nope, this one, and I add the pop-up, make sure that is causing the problem actually. Oh my god. For one thing, this shouldn't be doing that, right? Also, we want to make sure that this is now centered. Let's make it visible. Center. Okay, cool. So let's do this. Now let's try this out again. Oh, I keep trying to like go over here and click it in OBS, but it's not. I have to go to, it's over here. Okay, put it on my other monitor. Now that it's on my other monitor, I can actually go and interact with the thing, so I can add a task. Okay. And that task. Oh, I'm gonna start it. Obviously. Okay. And then another one. Okay, so now I've got our two tasks. I'll start this one, just work on it for a few seconds, complete it, give it a few seconds, work on this one. Cool. Working as it should. Complete it. Okay, so now I've completed those two things. Now if we click stop, the pop-up pops up right here that says input final stream duration. Why does that look so much cleaner than this one looked? It looks so much nicer. That's crazy. Anyway, okay, so we'll put the hour, so 0, 0, and then the seconds. So this is saying that my stream time was 25 seconds. Let's say my actual stream was 35 seconds. Then the difference would be 10, and we should have task 1 completed at 21, and another one completed at 25, or started at 25. Okay, hit enter. Okay, great. The only problem is that intro is saying that we have to prevent it from adding intro. So let's see. So yeah, you guys can see this. So right here, as you can see, that worked out beautifully. Oh, did it? Yes, it did. Yes, it did. Okay, good. All worked out wonderfully. Okay, but we need it to not add to intro. So, but that should be a pretty easy fix. So if we go here to for chapter in chapters, and then we'll just say if chapter name, say if, oh no, we don't need to do that, because the chapters is a list. So we'll say if, okay, we'll just do it that way. So if chapter name equals intro, say if not, oh, yeah. So if not chapter name equals intro. Right, so as long as it's not the intro, then we do this. And then that should solve that problem. Also, we don't want to print hi anymore. Okay, so now what we need to do is essentially come up with a little system of data structures to save this. And I kind of don't want to reinvent the wheel for saving. So I think I'm just going to open up another one of my old games that has some good save code in it. Do I have save code in here? I might have save code in here. Search, find files, save. Yep, okay, cool. I'm just gonna yoink that because this is pre-made save code. Now, realistically, how do I clear this? I don't want to refresh it. Okay. Nope. Oh, I just gotta do this. Cool. Okay. Realistically, we'll go back into here, and we'll paste this, and then I will do that. Beautiful. Okay. And so we'll change all this. Okay. Cool. So save directory is going to be equals user dot task live stream chapters. Okay, now, so we do want that, but then for each file, we want to save it as something differently. So in this case, I actually don't want to do this. I want to do save path right here. So save data, and we'll say save underscore path, and then here we'll do save path. Or no, we'll say file underscore data. Save path equals savedir plus file name. Okay. And then it is going to break down here as well. Load data, and then here we'll just put in save path. Okay. And that is all going to get a little more difficult to do because we have to make like a working file system. But Godot has that built in, so it's actually I think it's like stupid easy to do because I've done it before, and I think I remember it being like unbelievably simple. So. Essentially, though, the point is we now have this this beautiful thing right here, and we can go ahead. Yeah, this beautiful thing right here, and we actually don't need to do this, right? So this is printing it. We don't need to print it. This is going to modify it, right? So modifies to adjust. Okay, beautiful. So that's what that does, right? Actually, I think I'm going to do this. Because that's actually clear enough. Get seconds from final duration, so that minus seconds from that. That should work just fine. Okay, then we'll do that. Beautiful. Now, we need to get savedir, and then we need to save data as file name. The problem is, what is that file name? And that, we want to get the name of the stream, and potentially the date. So, I guess for right now, file name, and we'll say here, plus dot dat. Oh, what do I have here in the debugger? The debugger. Oh wait, is it still on? Is this thing on? Oh, it is still on. So quit that. No, don't quit that. Quit this. Okay. Debugger. The argument end time seconds is never used in the function. Yes, we don't need that anymore. On task completed. I'm just gonna do this, just in case. End time seconds never used in the function. Never used in the function. Variable time. Oh, so I guess I do want to actually modify chapters. So I'm going to say chapter.start time. Say plus equals duration offset. So chapter.start time plus equals duration offset. And then here we should just be able to do chapter dot. Okay. So here's my dilemma, is that I could like kind of go in and figure out here, because this should actually be giving us. First of all, I don't understand. Okay, so let's just do this. Visual Studio Code. I don't know why I can't open up Python files elsewhere. Hopefully I don't have like my password in any of these. Okay, Python code, that's not what we want. I'm gonna open up here, Godot code, LiveStream games, project files. I'll just do this. Okay, so now we're in our Godot project here. Chat scraping, keyboard input, YouTube API. Oh, this .g, YouTube scrape. This is not what we need either. Where is it? Oh, is it all off too? Yep, there it is. Oh, it's great because this is in the get ignore. Okay, obviously. So get credentials.py is what we want. Okay, good. I don't have my password or anything in here. So I'm gonna make this full screen. So essentially, I'm doing OAuth, OAuth 2.0, which is two-factor authentication, to get the stream automatically and get this. But it's saying it's getting in get credentials.py, which is this one. It's returning error code 1, which doesn't make sense. So I'd like to know why. So I should be able to run this right here. Line 51. Okay, obviously. 21 is what we want. Fresh. Invalid grant, bad request. So I guess all we could do is we could do this, try this, and then we just put accept. Let's actually do this. Error, no. Exception as E. Print E. Okay. Let's run this again. I just wanted to print the error. Okay, good. So it says invalid grant. Is that the whole error? This huge thing? Fuck that. Then I'm just gonna do it. Okay. So accept. So we'll just catch everything. I'm not gonna catch the specific error. And I'll say get score new token. All right. And then that should solve that issue. So if we save this and then run this. Okay, so it's opened up. It's opened up Google on my other monitor. So I'm gonna, nope, not that one. Whoopsies. Okay, this one. Okay, beautiful. Continue. Allow. Okay. Great. So that should be saved to the JSON now. No one has, it's crazy that no one has said anything. Oh, don't tell me. Did it do this fucking thing again, dude? Okay, so it's not showing me anything in chat right now. Wow! Dude, people were talking in chat. I hate myself. That's so fucking annoying. Why is it not showing the chat, man? Bro, that's not cool at all. Okay. I'm so sorry, you guys. I hate that. My favorite, I've been feeling so weird because my favorite part about doing live streams is the fact that I can interact with you guys. It's my favorite. That's why I do it. And I'm losing energy by the second. And it's just not, it just wasn't showing it. Oh my goodness. Oh my God. There we go. Now the chat's there. Okay. Try shenanigans. Okay, so Nostalgic Leaf, you're here right now. That's, yeah, baby. I just need one person to give me a little bit of energy at this point. Is there? I don't think there's an OBS API. Let's see. Because that would be cool. I mean, I know you can make Python scripts that work within it, but no, that's not going to work regardless because we're doing GUI stuff, so that's not going to work. Yeah, there's no way. It doesn't matter if we have an API. That won't work in this case, unfortunately. But okay. Yeah. Can you make a page like Google Chrome? Hi, how can I make a page in Google Chrome so that I can open a link inside my app? Oh, we're not here anymore, but that's easy to do if you ever watch this. Oh, look at this poor guy, Red X Games, trying his heart out to do what I'm saying, like to respond, and it's just not, and oh, I hate it. Hate you, YouTube. Sometimes. Okay, so what this was not supposed to be on the agenda today. I have no idea why this isn't working. This was working beautifully before. Get live broadcast resource. Non-existent function size and base now. That's fine. Variable data. That's also fine. Non-existent function size and base now. Data.get item.size. Let's try this one more time. Okay, cool. So these are essentially what this is happening, if you can see that at the bottom there. Is that this is getting the broadcast ID data. That ID. That's so weird that it did not work. Oh, look at my note to myself right here. Add checks for errors. And then I break it. But I don't think this should happen again for quite a while. And then when it does, then I'll figure it out. Because right now it's fine. So this is all the chat. As you can see, if you look at the chat, let's go back to OBS here. If you look at the chat, you can see that this is right here. And then right now it's not updating, but it is actually, when I run this, it does it in real time. I think right now, just for testing purposes, it is, so if I go to YouTube scrape.py. Oh no, it's, as long as this is active, it's gonna keep scraping the chat. So until I close it, and then yes, I forgot. And so essentially what's happening is that I kill it over here. So I have something that says, you know, for all processes, kill that process before I quit. I forget where that is. Probably not here. Task manager. No idea. Get Python chat script maybe? Yeah, okay, so kill processes, and this goes through and it kills all the Python scripts that are running. Wait, the nostalgic leaf, you was here. All right, so check, it's pretty sick, That's lit. Anyway, okay, wait, what's so potato? The quality of the stream is potato? That's not good. That's not what I want. Okay, any hooser woozer. So the reason we did that is so that if we do the get, where is it now? 2. That's what I need. YouTube API, beautiful. Okay, so we go here. Then this should be getting us right around here. About there. Where is it? Here we go. And I'm actually gonna add just that. I wish there's a way to do like to do in Godot and make these highlight. That should be a good thing. Like in I think it's PyCharm, you go all caps to do, and then it's a comment, but it highlights it in like a neon green, so you can see it and you're like, oh yeah, I gotta fix that because I'm gonna forget about this for sure, but I don't want to deal with it right now. Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! I got a little pug right here. Okay. Never had her sprawl out like this before. Because her legs are just hanging off. I'm sure it's our VPN. It won't connect to our region default, and there's planned maintenance this weekend. Wait, but so you're saying, am I just getting these way later? Like, is my stream, is the quality terrible? It might be me, dude. It might totally be me. I can't even, here, let's see. Let us see here. Find out real quick. That looks pretty good. Yeah. This is like such a trippy concept. Oh, little girl. Little girl. Oh, your paw is right in my penis. Okay. Cool. Okie dokie. So, my brain is dying. So broadcast, so here we go. I thought let's go history. There we go. Okay. And then, so we're getting this. I'm getting this from this, and so it's getting items, I guess. Where the hell is items? Items is nowhere, so this is not the correct thing. So this is live broadcast resource. So here, let's just print this then. Why am I doing it that way? Actually, it's all that anyway. Print. Data get items. Okay, so this is what that's putting us. We got E tag, kind, snippet, channel ID, description, the default. So there's got to be a title here. Published at. Okay, thumbnails. There should be title. Search this, okay. So, E tag, ID, kind, snippet. So it should be in snippet, right? Title, there we go. Okay. I think this is just obviously much easier to read. So we need to get. So this is what you get when you get items. Is you get this whole thing, obviously, right? So. I'm gonna say this dot 0. Okay, and that should get us this. And then we want to say snippet dot get snippet. Okay, so that should get us this, and then we should just say get title dot get title. Okay. One more time. Hey! Look at that! There's the title! That is fucking sick, you guys. Okay, so now that we have that, right, this is going to be for the task manager, of course. One of these, I forget which one, or I think several are globals. Let's go to auto loads. Okay, I'm pretty starving. I've been eating all day. And then I got to study, because I've got medical school exams this week. Oh, that's weird. It didn't quit the process correctly. Maybe I just exited too early. I don't know. What was I going to do? We're going to see if anyone's watching it. Me. Okay. YouTube API, walk to. So these are all task manager globals. So we could do it that way. Oh wait, live broadcast resource is in this script, which is a global script. And we're saving that resource. I knew that it might be useful. Okay, lit. Nope. Where's live broadcast resource? Do I ever define this? Nope, I never defined that. That's fun. Okay. Okay, so here it is. So essentially what I want to say is say live broadcast resource equals data get items 0. Okay. Right. Beautiful. And then we say here, I'm actually going to change this to just say live broadcast resource get ID. And so that should work. Closing on our house next week, doing log analysis for our largest customer this week, also starving. Hello, Beanie. I gotta take my little doggies out soon. Okay. Dude, yeah, I feel that. I mean, I don't feel that. I'm a child, but okay. You want to go down? You gotta go down. Wanna go up, baby girl? No, she just wants to sit on that bed. Okay, so definitely need to do that today. Okay, live broadcast. So this should still work. But now the beauty is from Task Manager or wherever. I go to Task Manager. What do I do? This is what I want. Okay, cool. So what we want to do essentially is now command these to our will. So we'll do the file name. I mean, we're only going to be saving one thing. So could I put this in the Task Manager globals? I probably should, but I'm just going to do it here. Okay, save load. Okay, so constant user LiveStream chapters. Okay, then we'll do save data, and then the file name. So what we want to do is wherever. So this is where we're actually creating. We don't need to do this. this is fixing it so chapters is correct, right? And again, this is just right now a. Oh, and then yeah, so we'll do save data, file name, and then we'll do data. Okay. Okay. So save data, file name, and then data, and then here we want the save path. At least I think that's how load's going to work. We'll figure that one out later. Okay, so save data, file name, and data. So right here, for instance, we'll then do save data. Okay, the file name is going to be our YouTube API dot broadcast ID. We should probably do a check here. Say if YouTube dot broadcast ID save data equals YouTube data dot broadcast ID dot get snippet dot get title. Okay, so we're in this, so get snippet, get title. Okay, that should work. Oh, and we need one more here, and this is, so that's going to be the file name, and then we need the data, and this is just going to be chapters. What does it mean by that? Like what? Okay, save data dot get. Which part is it? Is it this get or is it the second get? Okay. Oh, that's why. That's because live broadcast. Okay, so if YouTube API.live broadcast resource save data YouTube, so the name of the file will be the title. Get snippet, get title, right? We should probably also have a date here. So say our title equals this. Let's say title. Okay, and then I also want to add title plus equals. So this is going to be a string. This percent s, okay, and then percent os get date. Okay, what is date time? I think date time is going to return a big old thing. Year, month, day, weekend, 50, and then get date time, hour, minute, second. What's a dictionary? Huh. The only reason that sucks is because I was gonna just do join, right? I was gonna just do join by, a dash. Year, month, day. We definitely don't need the year. I guess we should do year, month, day. We don't need weekday. So we'll do get date time. var date equals os.get. Okay, let me get rid of these. That's fine. Okay, I'm not going to format it super duper nicely. Okay, now for this one though, we are. So we're going to say date, var date equals osdata.datetime. Then we're going to say date equals, and now it's going to be a string, and we're going to say year, month, day, I think, right? I'm going to do that. Year, month, day. This. Okay. Okay, so it's going to be date, year, date, month, okay, and then this is going to be a %. Okay, and then we'll just do %s. Okay, and then I want these to be joined. Year, month, day, and then do we need the time is the question. I mean, I actually prefer this format. How do I write this? So we should probably do this then. Day, month, year. That's just how I like to write things, okay? Okay, so this will get us day, month, year that we're recording. Now, the problem, of course, occurs if I do the same thing twice in one day, but I'm like doing such minutia right now. Okay, so title plus equals this, right? Then we do save data, title, chapters. Okay, and now, yeah, and then we've got that saved there, and then now I need to make something to view that data, which I don't know if I really want to do today. I mean, I definitely do, but the problem is that I've got 2 more exams this week. Hey, I didn't say I was going to start studying until 4 though. Okay, so let's rip it then. I'm starving now. Eventually, the idea is that this will have a game on it, so like anytime I want to take a break, or even not, I'll have a game playing at the bottom of the screen right now. Let's actually run this real quick. Okay, I'll have a game playing at the bottom of the screen real quick, at the bottom of the screen, and then you in the chat will be able to play that game, right? I think the first thing I'm going to do is just a trivia game, because it's the easiest to do, and then I'll actually do like a turn-based battle game that will select some people at random, and or have like you guys as like a hero, and then the whole chat votes on what his next move is. Things shit like that, you know. I think, yeah, there's a lot of cool things you can do now that I can scrape the chat and get that to print out here in the bottom. But anyway, okay, so this should correctly save now the title of this stream to something. So now what I want to do is essentially make a file dialog, or a file viewer that shows me all those things. So where do I want that? Also, where is the, no, whatever. I was just thinking, like, when I actually see the pop-up to this, I definitely prefer it by a lot. Oh, wait, do I? Okay, good. I didn't close this. One thing I really want to do is stop. I think it's in the OAuth too. Stop this from fucking sending me these things. Oh, I don't have that. It's this. Okay, good. There's those two. Okay, so now that's done. Because that was so unbelievably annoying. I'm gonna quit that now. So the idea is that we'll have, I want to have like a little something over here. I guess I can put it in the task manager scene. Project settings. I'm gonna go to. I don't think I ever set this up correctly. Yeah, see, I don't have a test window. So it's 1920 times 2 over 1080 times 2. Okay, and then I want it to be shrunk down to 1920 by 1080 on run. And then we should have it on mode stretch and aspect key. So then if I run this, okay, so it's now it's that size, which is the correct size. And here's all the chat, look at that. Okay, now, how's that look in OBS? This is a question. Go over here. Nope. Anything else so that way you can see that it's there. Okay, that's like exactly the size that I wanted it. That looks very, very good. And then if I go over here, right, that looks nice. Like you can clearly see what's behind that. It's just there in case I need it to be there. All right, well, yeah. I mean, there's things I could do, right? I could make it so that just stream time is visible, which I might want to do. Or like, you know, maybe also the task that is active is still visible, although that's much harder to do. It wouldn't be that difficult to do, so that's cool. Anyway. It definitely is not as smooth of a transition, though. Like on OBS, it does not look quite smooth when I do that. You know, as you can see, the actual game on camera, it's a very nice smooth tween in when you hover. But on the actual, so the one that's right over here, this is the one that's okay. So this one right here is the one that's in the editor, and this is the one in the game that's running, right? And this is the one that I can actually interact with. And then the one right here, I actually, like, there's nothing on my screen, right? That's actually being broadcasted in OBS. And so that's right here. And so you can see that it just is not smooth whatsoever. I don't quite know why. I don't think there's anything I can do in the settings for that. Godot LiveStream debug, show windows with empty names, show window shadow. No, I don't think. Properties, filters, screenshot, vector scale filtering. Oh, I wonder if I could do just like black cubic, if that's gonna make it look any better. Oh my god. Yeah, that looks a million times better. Holy shit. Wow. I mean, I'm sure that's a performance cost, but oh my god, that looks way better. Okay, so basically what I just did is I changed the scale filtering within OBS to be by cubic upscale. What? No, so I guess I want it. No, I do want it. I don't even know. By linear that I'd want? I don't, because I am upscaling, aren't I? This is getting bigger. No, it's exactly the same. So it shouldn't matter, but it does. Well, it looked better with the bicubic, so I'm going to go back to that and just put it on bicubic. Okay. Transform, order, remove, rename, set color, copy filters, copy. Nope, nothing. Nothing I can do there. It's just going to be a little slow. That's fine. So then I'm wondering if I should even have it tween in and out like this at that point. I don't know. What do you guys think now that I can see the fucking chat? Oh, did you see Gridless DB? Godot made tool to manage game data. Oh, what? No, I did not see that. I don't know when you posted that because it doesn't show that for some reason. But what is fucking so sick, dude, is that it just popped up down here. Here, I'm gonna reload this one more time. Right. I am just so unbelievably proud and just blown away that I was actually able to do this. Okay, so here's this again, right? Okay, so we're currently scraping the chat. There is the entire chat right there. Okay, and so for instance, I'll just post something in the chat here, and then it should. Oh no, it's not gonna. Oh yeah, there we go. So there's me. It's popping up right there. And if you post something nostalgically right now, it'll pop up right there underneath me. But anyway, okay. Did you see Gridless DB? Godot made so what is Gridless DB? I am interested. Wait, this is yeah, look, there you go. Whoa, that is sick. So the idea, Nostalgic Leaf, is that I can use that to like basically I can parse that text and see like, oh, did he say #attack, anything like that, and then I can do stuff on screen when you say stuff, which is just, this is just the first time I've had free time in weeks because I really hate medical school, man. It is not, at least right now, it's not fun. It's really not. And then I joined a lab on top of that, which is just rough. But wait, is this it? No, this can't be it. I guess this is it. Is this it, Nostalgic? I did see this, or this picture floating around. I guess I just don't see how I would use it. Let's go back to the actual website though. This is the sickest itch.io page I've ever seen though, I'll say that. By far, this is the sickest. I don't even know how you do this. He definitely, I guess you have to know HTML. But for Dungeon Masters. I don't understand, isn't this just a dictionary? like I guess if you don't know how to code. Am I missing something? Okay. Wide array of inputs to exporting data from simple text and number boxes. Oh, that's cool. With image previews and dynamic drop-down lists, or create your own custom inputs. It's pretty cool. All right, yeah, that's definitely cool. I mean, yeah, the thing is, like, I'm like, oh, I can make that myself. Am I gonna pay $20 for that? Hell no. If this was $5 and I actually was a game developer, I would pay for that though. $20, I feel like $20 is a little steep for that, because I mean, knowing that it's made in Godot too, like I could easily make this in Godot, right? Like most people can. Yeah, this is definitely really fucking sick though. You know, like you or I could easily make this. Yeah, I mean, I'm about to make something very similar right now. Because I need to make it so it displays the current saved files. But let's go ahead and let's do this. So let's start. Okay. Say. Oh, I gotta change that because we'll say task 1. Okay. Hi. Okay. Cool. So we'll start this task, and then we'll complete that task. And we'll start this task. I completed it like right away. Okay. Now this is not, again, if anyone's just joining, this is not supposed to be just like a to-do list. The point, although it is nice to have it like that. We can have a to-do list up here and then stop things like that. But the point is that it organizes all that for me in the video so that one, the viewer can see, oh, this is what he's working on right now, right? And then, so you guys can see like, oh, this is the, you know, if you join late, you can see what I'm working on. And then two is that this is going to save it into chapters, so that way I can just literally copy paste that into my description. It's gonna basically spit out something like this, which is nice. Okay. Anyway, so then we can hit stop. So so this said it was a minute. So for instance, we can actually put in our real stream duration. So at this point, the stream duration is, well, it doesn't matter, but once it's at the end, we can do something like that, right? So the stream is 2 hours, 56 minutes, 59 seconds. So we can say 2 hours, 59 minutes, and 56 seconds, right? We'll hit enter, okay? And I don't actually think it's going to do anything, but there's no issues so far, which is a good thing. So the idea is that now if we go in here, so it should have closed. Let me just make sure. Okay, good. It has to open a Chrome window using Selenium, if you know what that is. But yeah, anyway, so sometimes it doesn't close it for some reason, which is weird to me. Okay, VBox, continue. What are we doing here? So we saved it. So now if I go to project, open project, data folders, here, what? Hey, I'm on stream, what's up? I can pick you up. Okay. Well, here. Yeah, just text me when you want me to leave, and then I'll end the stream and leave, right? All right, love you, bye. My girlfriend is working at the hospital. We're not the hospital, it's like an outpatient clinic. And we're not working, but she's on her rotations right now. And she needs me to pick her up. Okay, so, but she's gonna, I don't need to explain the whole situation. No one cares. But okay, so. It's funny because you guys can hear the music. For me, I'm sitting in my own silence, but so I don't understand why this didn't save. I'm assuming that this was not true. It's annoying though because now I have to like go through that whole thing again to get this to work. Now I don't have to leave the stream. Hell yeah. Okay. Let's do this thing. So there's the chat down below, as you can see. And then just to show you what this will actually look like, this is going to be over on this monitor. So you'll just actually see this. So I can go over to tab. And then you can see that. There you go. That's pretty cool. I mean, it's just like kind of built in to OBS now. It's nice. I don't quite understand why that happens, but anyway, we can go here. We can start one of these guys. We'll go start here. So this one says active. I do think I would like to add a little bit of color to this, maybe, because like I didn't even realize it was active. I mean, obviously it says active in giant, all capital letters, but for some reason I clicked that one and I was like, oh, I meant to start it. Which, if that happens in the stream, that would kind of suck, you know. I mean, it wouldn't be that bad, but it would not be fun. Anyway, okay, so good hit there. Okay, so now what we can do is click stop here, and then this should pop up. How's that look? Looks pretty good. I mean, well, the funny thing is, you don't even need to see this, you know? Like, you'll never actually see this, but we'll say that it was 0, 6, and then, yeah, doesn't really matter. Enter. Okay. Okay, so there is a live broadcast resource, and it's printing that, so that means this is working. So I am definitely pretty fucking confused. What is this? Error, local available data is declared. Oh. I'm gonna do return. I don't know why I did it that way. It's weird. Ah, okay. And then we'll just do this. Okay. Var data equals null. There we go. So that way we're always returning something, and then if it doesn't work, then it will just return null. Beautiful. Anyway, but total distraction, because the real reason is why doesn't, if we go into project data folder, right, and then I go in here, why is nothing in here? Because I should have saved it there. And if not, it should have given me an error. Save data, title, okay. Print, title. Okay, what to do? Really confused right now. It definitely should have printed this. So, for instance, if I again say print test, why doesn't that print test? What? Yo, it just fucking worked though. I mean, it's just the print. Oh, because I'm not saving. That's why. You Maran. There we go. Okay. Okay, so it is printing title. Okay, so the title is working out correctly. And then it prints the date. Okay, so that's working. So we know that this is correct. Okay, save data. So there must be a problem with this function then. Oh my god. Wait, is that it? No, that's not it. If not, dir exists. So if the directory exists, make the dir, make the directory. Okay, so if the directory exists, make the directory. Okay. Var file equals file.new. Var error equals file.open. Save path. File.write. Oh fuck, did I close this? Oh, I did not mean to do that. I actually did not close this, but well, let's just do this then. I guess we don't even need to actually make tasks, but makes it easier. Not easier, but I do. Can't be 80 seconds. Actually, there can't. It doesn't matter. So I should go into project data folder. This exists, and there's nothing in. I'm so dumb, bro. I'm so dumb. This has been working the whole time. It's because you don't see the files. Wait, what? I don't know how to CD through spaces. I should be this thing. Yeah, I don't know how to CD. You need to add a backslash. Yeah, I was thinking I might try and make an a ECG with a Raspberry Pi, but ignore that, because that will most likely never happen. Okay. Wait, is it not CD? No such file or directory? Why are you like this? Huh? Why must you like to be like this? Control A. Thank you. What do you mean? What? earth do you mean? A working version of Isaac from the... Dude, this is lit, actually, because I can... I don't even have it open, but I can see your chat down here. Why did it script that twice, though? That's bad. That's a problem. I want to recreate a working version of Isaac from the Division. What's ICE? I don't know what that is. Like Tom Clancy's The Division? It just doesn't matter. Anyway, so the point is it should be in there. And then if we open up my documents, and then I go to Godot code, Godot gamepad. Okay, let's see. So it should be in plugin. Add-ons? Yes. Layout configuration. No, not the suck. I like Cortana, bro. Oh, you mean like Windows Cortana? Or do you mean Halo Cortana? I saw this video, this guy who's an artist, and he was like drawing what like all the AIs would look like, and for Cortana, he just like made up some girl. I'm like, bro, you stupid? Like you don't know where Cortana's from? Like, why would you not draw Cortana? Okay, networking. Nope. Layout configuration. So right now what I'm doing, and for everyone who's totally lost, is I'm looking for where I already made a successful file dialog browser. Drop down container, gamepad layout config. No. Button config, style boxes, center control, color selector. Button style boxes, button config, and on images, nope. Oh, you're serious? I was like, what? You're actually gonna do that? That's pretty gnarly, dude. I feel like that, I mean, I don't know. I've never done anything like that, but. See, I know how to make a file dialog. I don't know how to make it look sexy, is the thing. I think, well here, let's just go for it. Okay. So, it would be in the pop-up. Okay, and then I would add I'll just put it in here. Okay. This will be pop-up. It's gonna be annoying as hell to edit it in the pop-up though. File dialog. Dialog for selecting files or directories in the system. I guess I actually don't really want to use a file dialog though, do I? So I wanted to show the contents, and I don't know. I don't think there's like a preview. No, there's no way to show preview. Bool, mode, access filters, character. Is it double scraping? Like two things going at once? It is double scraping. I have no idea why. I can see it right here. There's two windows open. That's so weird. I have no idea how that happened. Super duper weird, but okay. Anyway, Were you just talking about like the dialogue window that I'm talking about right now? I wanted to see, because like I could do this, right, and it would show me like you know, the files, and then I could open them and it would show me the file, but I would like to have just like kind of a selector through them, but nah, you know what? Screw it, man. I'm just gonna use the file dialog. We'll pimp it up a little bit. I don't particularly understand though why it is so fucking tiny. Okay. Mode, save, load, open, file. Okay. Access, user data. Well, pretty sick. So you could be the guy. Why is it so tiny? Window title. Select. You have no idea why it's so small. Okay, I think it's because the window size is set to 3840 by 24, so I don't know why it's not scaling proportionally. Yeah, so like, yeah, I'm pretty sure that it's because, so essentially I do this, and when you do this, you make them big, and then it rescales it small, and then you perceive it really keeps a lot of quality. Oh, you can make this just a pop-up? Hell yeah, dude. I did not know that this was a... That's okay. It's like 5 frames. I guess I could, rather than have it saved there, I could just have it saved right there. Well, no, I mean, that's not going to work, obviously. Wait, wrong. Open project data folder. Copy a tab name. Oh, it has to be the pin. Open files, resources, file system. filtering? Hidden files. Why is this not? Oh, you can choose the number of filters. Okay, I see. Enter file path, current path, enter. There's no custom link. Okay. Custom icons, custom colors. Damn, bro. There's really not a whole lot, is there? That helps considerably. Okay. Here, let's just make this let's make this the regular then, because it doesn't look like that's super duper. Oh man, you can't play shit. That's not what I wanted to do. Hey! Yeah, well. Alright, I'm gonna cut it right here, you guys, but next time we're gonna be able to actually get to those and see them, so. Alright, thanks for watching, everyone. Oh god. I will... It does that. Alright, so thank you guys so much for watching. Just reinvent it yourself with all the controls. Why though? Ah, I see what you're saying. Okay, well, I don't know. I just hate the GUI. But anyway, alright. Thank you guys so much for watching. If I can figure out how to end this, I've got so many freaking things open. Alright, cool. Alright, see you guys.